In 5 ankles, you have 6 reasons that Tottenham are failing, and it begins with the manager.
Yes, he clearly doesn't want to be there. He feels like he's achieved all he can with Spurs, which admittedly isn't very much.
He's looking at Solskjaer failing with Man United, and he's thinking, hey, I could fail with Man United.
Yes, and in many ways Manchester United is a good fit for him. It's a sleeping giant. It's a club he can lift to a bigger, better position before going on to a really top club. And it's the kind of place where nothing is ever the manager's fault, which would suit him, I think.
Number 2, the stadium. It's never easy moving to a new ground. Look how badly they did at the start at Wembley.
Yes, they made a pig's ear of the time they spent playing at Wembley. It wasn't until that pair of wizards lifted the curse that results started to go their way.
Psychological blow, isn't it, not having a cheese room after being promised a cheese room?
It is unforgivable. Youth players today, coming through, regardless of which club, at any level, they want 2 things. They want to play for the first team and they want a cheese room. To deny them that is asking for trouble.
The players' tunnel, having a 2-way mirror. That can't be good for their confidence now and then if they're in a barren run.
It's not a good idea. It breeds paranoia. You can't see people who you know are looking at you, so you start to invent what they might be saying. And in your head it becomes things like, oh, look at him, or, oh God, he's not starting, is he? Or, what's he done his hair like that for?
Number 3, Ian, the players. You say the players are not trying.
Yeah, I think they don't want to be there. They want to go to other clubs.
But why would other clubs buy them if they're not playing very well?
Well, if you think about it, them not playing very well is helping other clubs. It's moving other clubs higher up the table. So in a way, these Spurs players are already playing for other teams.
Individually, Harry Kane's great. I mean, it's just the clause in his contract that says he has to play every game, even when he's injured, that doesn't help.
Well, that's not his fault, but we saw how damaging that was at the Champions League. He could barely stand up, and yet he started.
Harry Winks, number 8. He should be number 40.
He so should be number 40. That is such a missed opportunity. It's proof, in my eyes, that this is a squad without any sense of humour, and you don't win anything unless you're having a right laugh.
Serge Aurier, he must be in some sort of high-concept, high-budget TV prank show by now.
I think eventually, in the near future even, he will reveal why he's at the club, and it won't be football-related. It can't be.
There's a mental fragility at the club, and it's linked to their emblem. Their emblem, the cockerel. A cockerel struts around the place, all arrogant, but at the end of the day, it's just a chicken.
It's just a chicken, yes. Other clubs have scary emblems, things like lions or dragons or devils. You'd be frightened to take on any one of those.
Of course.
Would you be frightened to take on a chicken?
No, I wouldn't. I'd just kick its beak off.
Absolutely. The motto is another problem. To dare is to do.
What's wrong with that? To dare is to do.
What does that even mean?
To dare is to do.
So if I dare you to do something...
then you've got to do it, because to dare is to do. So you dare me, but then you're automatically doing it.
But I dare you to poke your eyes out.
You've got to poke my eyes out.
Fine, but if I do that, what have we achieved? You've got blindness and I've got a pair of soggy fingers. That's not going to help anybody.
Number 4, the chairman. Not enough players in the squad, Ian.
No, and for some reason he enjoys that. It's weird. And then he does go and buy players. The rest of the squad aren't expecting those players. They don't know what to do with them. They're wandering around going, who are you? He spent a fortune on Sessegnon from Fulham. Can't remember where he's put him. Can't find it. Can't for the life of him think where he's put him.
And at the end of the day, I guess, he thought it was a good idea to hire Tim Sherwood, which betrays a lack of football knowledge on his part.
Absolutely.
You start to feel behind the cracks.
You start to wonder.
That's not going to help stability at the club when they think he's only one managerial appointment from it all going terribly wrong.
Absolutely.
Number 5, Ian, a come down after glory. They had such a glorious
wonderful summer, wasn't it?
They won the Audi Cup.
Yeah.
That is silverware in the bank. Did they win silverware too early?
I think they might have done. I mean, where do you go once you've won the Audi Cup? What is there to achieve?
The book they released, One Step from Glory, which is about coming second in the Champions League, I've got no beef with that.
I have beef with that.
It's releasing a book for losing to Brighton, for losing to Bayern Munich.
They're too comfortable with coming second. They celebrate second. I mean, their DVD they released this summer about nearly signing back Gareth Bale. It's a bridge too far.
It's a bridge too far. Number 6, Ian, and probably most importantly for you.
For me, it's the most important thing. Number 6, all I'd say is they're just Spurs. Yeah? They're just Spurs. I don't know how many times you want me to say it, but they are just Spurs. They're just Spurs. They're just Spurs. They're just Spurs. They're just Spurs. They are just Spurs. But at least they're not Manchester United.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.